Merry Christmas, you guys. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a week in my life vlog. There is landscaping going on outside my house, so if you hear like that's what that is. Good morning. I need this because last night I stayed up until like 1 or 2 a.m. watching the end of the Eras tour. It's over. The end of an era, my goodness. I stayed up until like 1 a.m. watching it, and then I ended up watching like a bunch of like TikTok recap videos of it for like another hour. So I'm exhausted. In doing that, I was like, this is a horrible idea, but here I am. But like, in case she was going to announce something, I was like, I need to be there on that glitchy live stream. Last night the Eras tour ended, I was watching a live stream of it. It's over. It's honestly incredibly emotional having that be over. Like, that's something that like every single weekend you look forward to, and it's gone forever and it's never coming back. My god, I'm still in denial about it. Today's Monday though. This week I have my work conference. So Tuesday, Wednesday I have an all-day in-person work conference, and then on Tuesday I have my work Christmas party. Why does it literally sound like there's a leaf blower like standing right next to me right now? How is it like able to be that loud next to me? I don't know. I don't know. I've just been getting some work done. I have a super cute background. Look at it, my Christmas little background. I love the bow that I put on there. I think that's adorable. Love it. I wanted to give you guys though I don't even know what I'm saying. My foot is stuck on the, okay, there is a blanket on this chair. I'm like struggling. Okay, there is this blanket that was here and it was like twisted around my foot. So we're just gonna lay it flat and start over. Hi, hello. I want to do a weekend recap. I love doing these now that I'm like out in the world better. My social calendar has filled up so much. I actually had plans tonight to get dinner with a friend, and she texted me like saying that she had to reschedule. Although I was sad that I wasn't able to see her, I was like low-key so glad. I'm such a homebody that like I would rather be at home, you know? What did I do this weekend? Let's see. Friday night, oh, I went to this thing called First Friday. Also, I'm doing Vlogmas on TikTok, also posting it to Shorts, which is annoying that Shorts won't let me upload videos longer than a minute. They came out with an update where you're supposed to be able to do it, but they're not letting me do it, and I'm annoyed by it. So that's kind of like someone was saying, they're like, oh, it's like so fun. Your Vlogmas is almost like previews for your like weekly vlogs, and I'm like, oh my god, they're like little trailers. I went to this thing called First Friday, the first Friday of every month in Arizona. There is a thing in downtown Phoenix. It's like a street fair. We usually just like end up like going to dinner down there and like hanging out down there because like there's a bunch of people and it's like a really fun environment. The street fair is like a little overwhelming, so I get a little overstimulated. And then Saturday was my friend's birthday celebration. Her birthday was the week before on Monday, and we had dinner for her birthday, but she wanted to do like an activity on the weekend, so we went to brunch. We went to this place called Sumamaya. It's an Asian Mexican fusion. Doesn't sound like it'd be good, but it is. They have like unlimited food basically. Like you pay a flat fee and they just like bring out appetizers and you get one main course, and then we got bottomless mimosas, and then we just like hung out there. And then on Saturday I went to a workout class, or Sunday I went to a workout class with my friends, and then just like edited my video for the entire day and kind of caught up on all my chores and everything. So that was everything that I did this weekend. It was really fun. I've been loving, like, first of all, the weather is so nice. It's still warm. Like it's still in the 70s, which it's December. It's like mid-December. You would think, okay, it's gonna be cold. I mean, cold for Arizona is still not that cold, but like in general 70s is like really warm for this time of the year. I have no idea what to wear, like no concept of what to wear ever. So it's been just fun like going out and doing things and having fun experiences. I've really been enjoying it, and I almost feel like though my social calendar is like too full, which is so funny because before I was doing absolutely nothing all the time, and now it's like I have no free time for myself. Like I was like happy that my plans got canceled today because I was like, oh, I can have like a moment to myself. And so I'm thinking in January I'm gonna kind of halt the social plans and just be more chill. That's kind of the goal of what I want to do. I actually had social plans for this Thursday as well that I canceled, mainly because I was like, this is gonna get expensive if I keep like doing everything. We were gonna go see zoo lights, which do you guys have zoo lights? I feel like most places, but I don't know about like really cold climate. The zoo like decorates it with like a bunch of twinkly lights, and then you can like walk around it at night and see it, which is really pretty. But we are gonna go to the zoo on Sunday to like see the actual animals during the day, and so I was like, I don't know if I want to pay to go to the zoo twice in 1 week. week. So, and everyone was like, yeah, low key down for that. So I think I'm gonna schedule a Pilates class because I've just been missing going to Pilates class scheduled. I'm so happy that I'm like finally like getting some time to myself, because again, Wednesday and Tuesday I'll have my work conference. So technically like I don't have any social plans, but like my social battery is going to be drained by the end of that. I already know it, and I'm just like mentally preparing myself, and I'm gonna be fine, but I'm still mentally prepared. This is what I heated up for lunch. I made these chicken meatballs last night. I really like them. It's like soy sauce, honey, like that type of sauce on them. I think my favorite thing to do is just meal prep stuff, or make 2 servings for dinner and then eat the other serving for lunch the next day, so I don't have to spend a ton of time. Usually I just do a working lunch, and then I steam some broccoli in the microwave, and then I have some Trader Joe's jasmine rice. Overall, a yummy, yummy lunch. That took no time at all. It's a little bit later. I was filling up my water for my second water of the day. I've been trying to drink 3 of these minimum a day. Usually what that kind of looks like for me is I'll fill it up right when I wake up in the morning. I find that when I fill up my water immediately when I wake up in the morning, it gets me in the habit of drinking water throughout the day. And if I don't drink water early in the morning, throughout the rest of the day, I'm not going to drink water. So I really try to set myself up for I cannot talk today. I try to set myself up for success early in the day. I had one of these and I was just kind of drinking it throughout the day, and then just filled it up again. And then I have a Pilates class tonight. I'm gonna go on a walk. I usually drink my second one like at Pilates or like on my walk. I'll probably drink a little bit of this now and then bring the rest of it with me on my walk, and then drink another one during Pilates and then after. So that's kind of how I break it up, like, you know, almost like breakfast, lunch, and dinner waters. I would love to drink a 4th one. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Most of the time I don't, because I do have a very, very small bladder. But because I was filling this up, I thought I would take my supplements. I've talked about these in the past, like what supplements I've been taking, but thought I'd share with you guys them again. Not trying to be a drug pusher, just trying to share what I'm doing. So this is the Kirkland Daily Multivitamin. I've said this in the past. I like want to start taking supplements, but the issue is I don't want to pay like $20 a month for supplements. Like I don't want another monthly added expense onto what I already have to pay for. Life is expensive already. And so this is a 500 pack. So this is like a year and a half, a year and some change. So I was like, okay, even if it's not the most amazing multivitamin that's ever crossed earth, it's better than not taking a multivitamin at all. And I think it was like $20. So I paid $20 once for a year and a half supply. I will say I don't, oh my God. I literally just had to chase it into my living room. It's not like the best multivitamin. I don't really like the ones like this. I like the more like capsule ones. I also heard those are better for you to absorb it. That's what a pharmacist told me one time. So bottoms up to this guy. Okay, I actually every single time want to take a probiotic, but this you're supposed to take before you eat, and I always forget. So I've taken that like twice. The other supplement that I've been taking, I didn't want to add like a million one supplements all at once, because especially if you have like sensitive skin, you know what this is like, where you're like, I'm afraid to add anything to my routine because I'm afraid it's going to break me out. And the second you start breaking out, you're like, well, oh my God, well, I started a new moisturizer and a supplement, and then I have a new shampoo. Like it could be either of those. I feel like when you have bad skin, you never try any new products because you're afraid they're going to break you out. And if you try something new and you instantly break out, you stop everything. And so that kind of like prevents you from actually trying better products. So I didn't want to take too many things all at once to see if it would affect my skin. My skin post Accutane, I've been getting like very teeny tiny breakouts, which is concerning. I'm hoping that it's just like my skin like readjusting to like having oil again in it, because I am noticing like my hair is getting oily, my skin's not as dry. So in my mind, I'm like, please, please, please do not tell me that my skin is like breaking out like a crazy amount. It's very small. Like right now I have little breakouts on my skin. You can't even really see it because they're so tiny. Like they're so small, but they are there, like, you know. And some days I'll have like a ton of like these little guys, and then the next day they'll be gone. Really confusing. And I've talked about this in the past. If my skin does break out again, I'm gonna do like a full like hormone test and all of that, because I don't know what's wrong with my skin. Aside from the fact, back to my supplements, I've been taking an omega-3 fish oil. This is supposed to be good for your heart health. And then also somebody said it's like lubricates your joints. I do this thing where every time I go like this, I pop my knuckles. Like I don't even have to be like doing this, right? That was loud. That was loud. I just pop and my knuckles pop. Like I am just like a little crackly person. I heard that this is supposed to help that as well, but like also heart health, you know, can't complain about that. I have this one right here. I actually have a different brand in here, and I just put it in this one because it was easier to read, but this is like a really high quality one. And I'm thinking once I'm done with these, I'm going to get a big pack from Costco. Again, I don't need the best of the best. Mid-tier is better than nothing, and that's what I'm going to tell myself. Okay. Next up is my Prozac. This is not a supplement. Just refilled my prescription for this. I'm actually really loving it. I think all the negative side effects are gone. I'm noticing such an improvement in my quality of life because of it. I regret not looking into medication sooner, not even just for depression, but for anxiety. I feel like I've been trying to be very open about my experience with anxiety, depression, medication. It's like slightly intimidating talking about it on the internet because people can be like really judgmental about it. But for the most part, you guys have been so wonderful and like supportive and just everything. So thank you. So bottoms up to Zach. I refer to it as the Zach because I think that is funny. I actually just put it in a new bottle, so I need to cross out my address so nobody can see what that is. Yeah, okay. Did I address anywhere else on here? I hope not. So I thought I'd give you guys some Prozac updates too while we're here, while we're at it. Let's see, I've been taking it since, when did I start taking it? I literally put it in my calendar. I think it was October. Yeah, I think it was like late October. Now it's beginning of December. I will say I have never really experienced negative side effects from medication. Like when I was on Accutane, like my skin got dry and like all that stuff, but I've never really experienced like really bad symptoms from starting medication, and with that I definitely did, and that was kind of crazy because it's my first time ever experiencing that, but they went away and I'm really happy about that. Oh, also another thing, I'm like scared to almost talk about the medication that I'm getting prescribed because I don't want it to act like I'm like, I don't want to say like my like psychiatrist is like drug pushing, but this is actually a funny story. So I was telling my psychiatrist how sometimes I still do get like in physical anxiety symptoms where I shake, I'm out of breath, my heart is beating so much, and she's like, there is medication that you can take for those physical anxiety symptoms. It's kind of like, it's not like something you take every single day, it's just kind of like as needed, and it's not something that I want to take often. But she was saying it's like, you know, if you have like stage fright or, you know, things like that, or like a big meeting, or if there's something that you're just like, you're feeling really anxious about, she recommended this. And it was funny because my therapist told me, this is so funny, that she had a dream that I got this medication like right before I ended up getting this medication. So this is called propranolol, something like that. I actually have a friend who takes this and she says that she has really great experiences with it. I still haven't tried it yet. I'm not trying to like take medication constantly, like it's kind of like an as needed. It's nice just like have that in my pocket if, you know, anxiety does really get out of control, but I haven't taken it yet. We'll see when I take it. That would have been honestly amazing for when I was having all my job interviews, because the anxiety of that was like, I couldn't sleep at night because I was so anxious and I was physically shaking constantly. But again, I'm not trying to like take medication a million times. I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say, just trying to be wary of it and not like jump too deep in. But I am a big believer in medicine, doctors, all that stuff. So they're the professionals, not me. But those are all the supplements that I've been taking, as well as my Prozac. People have also been telling me to be careful drinking alcohol on Prozac, but my psychiatrist said that it's okay. She said as long as I'm not like drinking within like a certain time of when I take it, and like obviously being responsible when I drink, which obviously I am. She was like, I have clients that drink on it, you know, as long as you're not like making it an issue. Nice. So yeah, I feel in the clear for that. That's where we're at now. Oh, my back. And then I'm gonna go on a walk really soon since I don't have like plans today. I always feel like I can't go on walks when I have plans because then I get sweaty, and although it's cold outside, I still sweat and smell bad. And then I'm like, well, I don't want to shower like immediately after. I don't want to smell bad. We're gonna go on a little walk. I was wanting to go on a walk this morning, but since I slept in because I watched the Eras Tour live stream last night, I was like, I need every ounce of sleep that I can possibly get. Remember how I was like, oh, I'm gonna go on a walk? That didn't happen. I took a nap because I was so tired from staying up. Wow, it's like catching up to me so much. When I was younger, I could like stay up until 1 a.m., 2 a.m. every single day and be totally fine. And now, I'm like, what is this? I'm still not even old. Like, what? Like, I'm still so young. Why can I not handle it? Ugh. And I took like an hour-long nap, and it wasn't enough. It was lovely. Oh god, I need to get dressed really fast. I have Pilates at 6:30. It's 6:08. Oh god. Am I gonna be late? Okay, I'm gonna stop vlogging because I need to get ready. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Last night I literally panicked on what to wear to my work conference today because everything that I bought that I was like, okay, this is perfect, like I planned ahead of time, great, I got stuff, didn't work out. I'm wearing this and then I have a blazer that goes with it. Everyone thinks that it does not look good, but what can you do? This is all I have. We're gonna go with it. I think it's better than some alternatives that I had, but yeah, not my ideal outfit. I really thought I was like planning ahead and like buying stuff like weeks ahead of time, and know, still doesn't look great. I'll show you guys the blazer. Everyone's saying the blazer is like sabotaging me, which I agree, but it's all I have. I'm also so tired. Again, last night, I was just laying in bed, like trying to fall asleep and I couldn't. And the same thing happened to me the other night because although I was watching the Eras tour super late, I was just laying there for hours afterwards trying to fall asleep. And I'm feeling really frustrated by like, why can I not sleep? I'm so tired. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed early. And then I did. And then I just like laid there hours. Didn't do anything. Just laid there. And I was like, okay, why am I not falling asleep? It's been really frustrating, if I'm being honest. I think I'm gonna use my round brush, my blow dryer to kind of like make these pieces of my hair frame better. But I have my work conference today. I probably won't get a lot of vlog footage today because that'll be like an all-day activity and then my work party is afterwards. I don't really have anything else to say about that. I don't know. It's today and then tomorrow. Yeah, I think that made it look better. Okay, let's add some jewelry and all of that. I forgot to charge my Apple Watch, whatever, because we just won't have that. I need some caffeine. That's like a necessity right now. I'm really frustrated about the whole sleeping situation. I just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm trying to go to sleep early. I did take a nap last night or yesterday, so I was gonna go on a walk in the night. Like I said, I took a nap instead, and I'm like, was that it? Because I was only like not even a full hour long of a nap. I don't know. I'm just like going through every single thing. Like, what am I doing wrong? And I think I've mentioned this, but my psychiatrist gave me sleeping medication for like days when I'm struggling sleeping, but that thing makes me sleep so deep that I struggle waking up. And I was like, I don't want to like accidentally sleep through my alarm because I've never in my life slept through my alarm, but with this medication it makes me like sleep so deeply that I'm afraid that's gonna happen. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to do that. So I didn't want to take it last night, and I'm like, what's the point of having sleeping medication if I'm too afraid to take it because I'm afraid I won't wake up on time? Like, I feel like it almost defeats the purpose. So I don't know. What's the sleeping medication? Quitafine? I have no idea. Okay, here's the blazer that everyone hates, including me, as I take the tag off. The issue with this is this, like, it's an oversized blazer, but it's like long. Like, it's a long guy. Can't even see it. Like, it goes like past the frame. I don't love it, but everyone was like, oh, it should be more cropped. I'm like, I don't have time to crop it. And then like a lot of people are like, oh, you should wear this, you should wear this. Like, I don't know that. So we had to make do with what we had, which I think, considering we did a decent job, but not perfect by any means, it is what it is. So this is the outfit that I'm wearing to my work conference. I'm actually back from my work conference, so let me give you guys a little update. Obviously, I'm not gonna vlog at my work conference. Anything that involves work, I'm off camera, you know? At my work conference, I think it went really well. I was obviously nervous about the fact that I really don't know anyone, you know? Like, a lot of people in my company have been working on my company for 10 years, and like, you've had friends for 10 years, and you're seeing them in person and all that stuff. And so I was just like worried, of like, who am I gonna sit with? How is this all gonna go? Everyone was really, really nice. I got there for the breakfast, and when I was in line for breakfast, I was like talking to some people, and they were nice enough to like let me sit with them. Super, super nice. Really liked them. And then we had like, you know, meetings with everyone. And what was really cool, and I actually really like that they did this, when you walk in, you pick a number, and then your number is assigned seat, and you pick a different number every single time you go in. So you're always sitting by somebody new, maybe somebody you've never met before. I really liked that. I also think it took a lot of like social anxiety off like where to sit. We had like one-on-one meetings with people that we had pre-scheduled out. Mine was mainly just like getting to know people for the first time. And then what else? We had my work holiday party. So this is actually kind of funny. I sat in my car for an hour and just like decompressed, because we had an hour between when it ended in the work holiday party. And a lot of people would just like go to their hotel room and kind of decompress, but I drove in. They actually gave me the opportunity or the option, if I wanted to stay at the hotel, but I was like, I don't want to make them spend the money, and I kind of want to sleep in my own bed, and I also don't want to pack all my stuff. So I ended up going home. In order to drive home and then come back, it would have taken the exact length of time that I needed to wait. So I just sat on TikTok in my car for an hour, watched videos about the CEO, you know what I mean? Because right now in time, my vlogs are always a little bit behind. They just got him, and I'm like so invested. So that's happening. And then I had my work holiday party, and in all honesty, I didn't stay for that long. 2 reasons. I didn't really know anyone. I was trying to like introduce myself to people. My social anxiety was kind of getting the best of me, and I also had like a headache because I had maybe like 2 sips of water all day. Yeah, I probably should have stayed longer. I think that next year I probably will stay longer because I'll know people, you know, like I'll be like not a new environment, you know. I don't know. I was like really social anxiety, you know, like I was in an environment where everyone had kind of known each other. It was almost like being a new kid in high school. Like that's what it felt like. And not saying that like my coworkers are like mean high school girls, because everyone is really, really nice. I just was like really struggling, like, you know. And again, it wasn't anybody's fault. It was all mine. And the headache, and it was just, yeah, I left. And then I called my long distance best friend who recently moved away. So I called her on the way home, and we kind of like caught up and everything, which is really, really lovely. And I'm just so glad I was able to talk to her because I really miss her. But yeah, I would say honestly the first day of the conference went super well. Everyone's really nice. I felt really welcome. I was really nervous just not knowing anybody, but everyone was really wonderful to me. I do think there were moments where my own social anxiety got in the way, and it would have been totally fine if I just kind of, I don't know, put myself out there for like 5 seconds. But it was a long day. It was like, what was it? I think it was like 8 to 7, so almost 12 hours. It would have been longer if I stayed the whole time, but yeah. Also, on my way out, I kind of like ran out of the oh my god, this is kind of embarrassing. I kind of ran out of the work party because I didn't want anyone seeing me. I didn't want anyone seeing that I was leaving early, so I ran out. And when I ran out, there was like a group of like 12 men, and they were like, we're gonna go to the bar, want to come with us? And I was like, the idea of me going to a bar with 12 men like in their 40s, I was like, you could literally kill me. And how could I protect myself? I was like, men don't think about these things. They do not. So I'm gonna shower because I kind of smell like sweat, and then we're gonna go to bed. I took my sleeping medication, which I'm really worried about it, but it is early in the night, so I'm hoping that I can fall asleep early and then not like struggle to wake up tomorrow morning. But it was just, I struggled. I just was so tired today. The lack of sleep is really catching up to me. Hello everybody, happy Friday. So let me just explain how we got here. You know that Disney Channel thing that's like, what was it? It's like, oh my, what am I saying? In Disney Channel, do you know how they always have like, I'm a boy and this is my mom and this is my dad and they had me and here's how I got here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's how I feel right now. Wednesday was the second day of my work conference, and I was really go, go, go. And then Thursday, I was like, okay, back working from home. I'll vlog on Thursday. I had the worst migraine of my entire life. I almost threw up because it was so bad. Do you know when your mouth starts to like salivate, like very like liquidy thin spit, and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna yak? I almost yacked because my headache was so bad. I sat in a dark room all day in my bedroom, no lights on. I did some work. I had my computer screen on the very lowest brightness setting possible, but I feel like I wasn't the most productive person yesterday. And my boss was really nice. She was like, I'm a migraine girl, I get it. So she gave me some advice of what I should do, but it was so miserable. And I think what caused it was, I've mentioned this in the past, I've been trying like new different sleeping medication, and I tried a sleeping medication Wednesday night called trazodone, I believe. It didn't do wonders for me. I googled it and it did say that it can cause migraines because like the serotonin in your brain and all that stuff. So I think that it caused a migraine for me, which was miserable. It was the worst experience of my entire life. I just laid in the fetal position in my bed all day, just like holding my head. It was so bad. If you are like a chronic migraine girl, boy, person, I am so sorry. I am so sorry you experienced that. I used to have migraines in the past when I was younger, but I feel like as I've gotten older, they've really like dissipated. That's not the right word. You know what I'm saying? Like they just have they're not as common anymore. And so I haven't had a migraine in so long, and having that migraine was like, it felt paralyzing. It felt like my whole world was going to collapse. I'm just really grateful that I didn't have it on one of the days of my work conference, because that would have been miserable. I still do have like a little bit of a lingering headache, which is not fun, but nowhere near as bad as it was yesterday. I couldn't even speak yesterday. It was so bad. I couldn't see any light. It was just miserable. And so like I said, if you are a migraine person, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And I wish there was like, someone even said this too. I like have been making vlogmas, so I posted my vlogmas that I had a migraine, and someone was like, there's really nothing you can do to get rid of a migraine. You just kind of have to like let it pass. And that is so true. I was like googling like, is there medication an over the counter? Is there this? What can I do? And like really everything was just kind of like sleep, take ibuprofen, you know, like there's really nothing you can do about it. I'm sorry that I didn't get a lot of vlog footage from this week, Tuesday being conference day, Wednesday also being the conference day, and I don't think I vlogged at all on Wednesday, and then Thursday I was like incapacitated. Is that the right word? I cannot like know words. My house, I woke up and it was freezing cold. It was like 61 degrees, which in Arizona, I would like to make it known, I know that sometimes people will see my thermostat and be like, Keegan, why is your temperature at like 76? Like that is burning hot. Since it's dry in Arizona, it like feels different. Like 76 where I live probably feels like 60 something where you guys live. Oh, my heat is turning back on. Thank you. Love you. Mwah. Just blowing kisses to my ear vent right there. What was I saying? So the temperature like feels different. And so 61 is like 50 something degrees, 40 something degrees. It was so cold. So I had to turn my heat on. I'm also in this fuzzy robe. I actually got this as like a gift with purchase from Ulta a while ago. This is actually a funny story. And part of me is like, is this illegal? But I got like a Ariana Grande perfume sampler set and I ended up returning it because I was like, oh, these are not like as big as I thought. I don't think these are worth the money. I thought they were like little sprays, but they were like the little like pour dip things. So I ended up returning it. This was a free gift with purchase for it. And so when I went to go return the perfume, I was like, oh, I also have the robe, and they're like, just keep it. So I technically got this robe for free. Love that. Love. I mean, they said I could keep it, so I'm like, I don't know if that's illegal, but yeah, we're starting the day off that way. I still, like I said, do have like a little bit of a lingering headache, but nothing compared to what I was yesterday. I don't think I'll ever take the trazodone again. Part of me is like, is it just like a one-time fluke? Like, could it actually be good for me? But I don't think I'm ever going to risk it because that was the worst experience. I hate that. Oh, I'm gonna put my fuzzy socks on. I have my fuzzy socks right here. I'm just so cold. I don't know how you guys who live in like really, really cold climates do it. You know, I always say like, I'd rather be cold than hot. And every time it gets to the winter, it's not even cold in Arizona. A lot of people from out of town for my work conference, they were like, it is lovely here. And I was like, I'm freezing. But you know, I always say that I'd rather be hot than cold. Every winter I stand by that. Not imagine being in the negatives. Oh my goodness, you guys are strong. You guys are strong, capable women, boys, people. Oh my god, incredible. Also, today is Taylor Swift's birthday, so I was celebrating by wearing my Eras Tour merch or whatever, like some Taylor Swift merch. It's a national holiday for us Swifties, Taylor Swift's birthday. Anyways, I'm just happy to be somewhat back on my game. We're here, we're happy. Also, I was thinking, I was like, I really want to make a dating wrapped this year. I don't know if you guys have seen it. A lot of people will do like, do you know how Spotify does like Spotify wrapped? A lot of people will do like dating wraps, cry wraps. I think I'm gonna do a cry wrap as well. I haven't really gone on a lot of dates this year, but I'm like, that's okay. Like I can still make one, you know, for the few dates that I went on this year. This year really shook me to my core. This year was a fucking joke. Every single time I like think about this year, I'm like, oh my god, I'm just glad it's over. But there's a lot of stuff that I want to do to prep for the year to be over too. I think by the time this video goes up, it'll be later in the year. When will it be? Will it be the week of Christmas when I upload this? Like I said, my videos are always a little bit behind. Oh my gosh, this is the week of Christmas. Merry Christmas, you guys. Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Happy holidays to if you celebrate anything else or you don't celebrate anything. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing holiday with your family. I know that holidays can be rough, honestly. I love you so much. I'm gonna try to vlog a good amount today because I didn't really vlog throughout the rest of the week. So you're gonna hear me yap a lot today. This is actually something really funny that I was thinking of. So at my work conference, I guess technically everybody does know that I make YouTube videos and like social media stuff, but like I don't think that everybody like processes it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was first introduced to my company, my boss sent out like a company-wide email like introducing me, and she did highlight the fact that she was like highlighting my past work experience, and then highlighted that I did social media. So I think people know, but I don't know if like everybody like remembers it or if they like really process, you know what I'm saying. And so I was talking at my work conference, this one person, and he was like, I saw a You're Welcome email that you are like a social media person. And I was like, oh yeah, like I was talking about it, and a few people around were like, oh my god, what? Like, huh? Like I didn't know that. I was kind of explaining it, and they were like, well, what kind of videos do you make? And I was like, well, I usually do like vlog videos. They're usually from like 30 minutes to an hour long. And this one girl goes, you just talk for an hour? And like you just talk in these videos? And I was like, I guess I just kind of yap. I was like, every once in a while I'll kind of throw in some montage footage to break it up a little bit, but yeah, my videos are just me like talking for an hour straight. And I was like, oh my god, I'm a yapper. I've always known that I'm a yapper. I've also talked about this in the past too, where I don't know if anybody else has had this experience, but growing up I was always really shy, really introverted, and I would still consider myself an introvert, and here's why. Okay, so I would like to back this up and say I can hold a conversation with a brick wall, and that is something that I have not had the, I want to say like the ability or capacity or just like the talent to do, because I honestly think it takes a lot out of a person to really be able to talk to anybody about anything, right? time. And I think that over the years, I've really developed that skill and I have no idea where it came from. I think about this all the time. I'm like, one day I just woke up and was able to hold a conversation with anybody and I have no idea where that came from, because before I wasn't like that. See, this is what happened. I yap so much that I lose the plot every time. Oh, okay. I would always consider myself an introvert, and I've told people this in the past, and they'd be like, but like, you're really outgoing, like you can like hold a conversation. Like, I don't think you're an introvert. And the reason that I think I'm an introvert is I can hold a conversation with anyone, but I would so much rather be alone in my house, not talking to anyone. Like I'm holding a lively, great, engaging conversation, and the entire time in my head I'm like, I would just rather be in my bed. I'd rather not be around anyone. And I think that's what makes me an introvert. Is somebody said this, that being an introvert or being an extrovert is not about like how you are around people, but it's about how you want to decompress. And for me, I want to decompress alone without anybody around me. But there are some people that like, they're decompressing, like they want to be with people, they want to be talking to people, they want to be enjoying people's company. I just want to be alone. And I think that's why YouTube has become such like a great thing for me, because like I can still have that like interaction without being around anyone. Yeah. I think about it all the time. I feel like the work conference that I had took a lot of social battery, social energy. It was honestly really out of my comfort zone. Like, go to a conference with hundreds of people who I really have never met before. Everybody else kind of has worked there for a long time. They have friends, they've met people in the past. I don't want to say like cliques, but you know what I mean. Like within work, like you have your friends, you have all of this, and I was really worried going into it that I was like, who am I gonna sit with? Who am I gonna have lunch with? Who's gonna talk to me? Like, what am I gonna do? Like, is everyone gonna be super cliquey and no one's gonna invite me in? Is this gonna happen? Is this gonna happen? And that just wasn't the case, and I feel really fortunate about that. I mean, there were times where I was like, I don't know who to talk to, but for the most part, I really always had somebody to talk to. Somebody was always really warm and welcoming to me. Somebody always offered to like let me sit by them and all of that. And I feel really fortunate because I know not every company is like that. Like, that's not like a universal thing for every workplace environment to be like that. And so I just feel like I won the lottery getting this job, if I'm being honest, like compared to where I was this past year and all of that. Like, I just feel really fortunate. And so I feel like it was really out of my comfort zone to go to this thing. I think it happened best case scenario. Even after like everybody like still was really welcoming to me, like I still had to like go up to strangers and talk to them and introduce myself and kind of like start a conversation. So I feel like it really was like a good test of my like social ability, if that makes any sense. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes we're put in situations, I could have been like a wallflower and like not spoken to anyone. And don't get me wrong, there were moments where I was just kind of like, I don't really know who to talk to. I don't know anyone here. I'm really proud of myself that over the years I've learned how to just start a conversation with a stranger, go up to someone. I'm going to get dressed, get to work, and yeah, I'll catch up with you guys whenever. I did all this laundry on Monday and I'm just now getting to putting it away. You can see that everything is like extremely wrinkled because it was just like sitting in a ball. So I'll have to iron it eventually, but just like not in the mood now. But my conference and then having a migraine just kind of kept putting all this stuff away off. But I'm finally glad that I'm able to get to it. I feel so relieved. Since my workday is over right now, I love working from home. It's the best thing ever. Being able to like do my chores right after I end the workday is incredible. I did learn at my conference that they might be switching us to a hybrid model. They don't know when, but that might be a thing that's coming. I kind of expected it, you know. I feel like every company is kind of slowly transitioning to it. I'm just glad that it's not like 5 days in office. All my pillows are like gonna pull down my curtains and I cannot afford for this ceiling track to fall because I think that would literally cause me a mental breakdown. But anyways, I might have to go into the office eventually next year, the year after, who knows. But I mean, if it's at least hybrid, I'm grateful for that. I really loved my hybrid setting for my marketing coordinator job at the marketing agency that I worked at because I really liked being able to like have meetings in person, FaceTime, then also like have the opportunity to work from home on days. So yeah, we'll see how it happens, but they were aware of that, but they're kind of like, we're fighting for you guys to not. We'll see, which I appreciate. I'm gonna finish putting the rest of this away and then kind of cleaning up the rest of my house. It low-key smells bad in my house, so I have my doors open, candles going, all of that stuff. I always wonder, like, obviously having the doors open and candles going kind of like cancel out each other a little bit, but I'm like, is it better than nothing? Is it better to have both going or just one? I don't know, but it is also beautiful outside. I'm gonna turn my air off while we're here because I don't want to have the heat on while the door is open because that would defeat all purposes of everything and cause me a lot of money. That's where we're at right now, and yeah. I'm just gonna finish putting away my very wrinkled but clean laundry. Just got back from my walk. I absolutely love going on walks. It's getting dark so soon already, which is crazy. I'm gonna do something that I know I should not do, but I will be in fact doing it, and that is drinking caffeine past 5 p.m. Here's the thing. I know it's wrong, but I'm still gonna do it. I am really tired and I have plans tonight, so we're just gonna do hopefully half of it. I always tell myself half and then I drink way more than half. I have plans tonight to go to, what is it called? What is it called? Like a holiday pop-up bar. Like one of those bars, it's like holiday themed, right? Oh, I love that sound. Oh, love. If you guys don't know, I don't really drink any kind of soda. I don't really like the taste of it. I wish I did, because I love the culture of like Diet Dr. Pepper and like Diet Coke. Like I love the culture and I love the enthusiasm that people have about it. Like I'm not a judger, you know? And I just don't enjoy the taste. I always say that I don't like the taste of any brown sodas. Maybe dark sodas would be a better word for it. I don't mind like Sprite or anything like that, but anything like brown dark soda, not my vibe. So I always feel like these Alani's kind of give me that little kick, you know, that like serotonin boost of like cracking a can and like having a fun little drink. And I'll be a broken record about this. They need to come out with them non-caffeinated. They need to, because like I want one at like 10 p.m. every day, but I'm like, I can't have 200 milligrams of caffeine. And I do know that they have like the smaller cans. I want all the liquid. I don't want to drink less of it for less caffeine. I want all of it with less caffeine in it, you know? So it's my thought. I've gotten so many of my friends hooked on this, and so many of you guys have commented that I've also gotten you hooked on this. So I'm sorry if I've started your obsession, but I'm also glad that you feel the vibe. It is towards the end of December. We're not like fully there yet, but I kind of want to start like ideating what I want my New Year's resolutions to be. I'm gonna do a whole video of like a 2025 reset. Absolutely crazy that 2025 is the next year. This year has been the slowest year of my entire life and also the fastest year of my entire life. I'm so glad it's over, and I really feel like I have good vibes going into 2025, and I feel like I feel really hopeful. And so I kind of want to come up with some New Year's resolutions. You know what I should do? Well, I don't know if the ChatGPT on my phone would be good for this. I was going to say that I should ask ChatGPT, like based on everything you know about me, what should some of my New Year's resolutions be? I think I'm gonna grab my computer and do it, because I don't think my phone ChatGPT, I have like a different account on my phone than I do on my laptop, and I probably should just have one. I think that'd be really interesting, but I wanted to start kind of like thinking of different areas of my life that I'd like to improve, because I feel like I'm like mentally at a state in my life where I can actually improve my life. For so long I just felt like I was in survival mode. Like I was like, I don't need to improve my life, I just need to get through my life, which is so sad. It brought us to where we are now, which I'm really happy about. So a means to an end, and the end is here, and now we're at a better phase of life. And there's just so many different areas of my life that I want to probably improve on this year, and kind of make like an action plan on how to get there. Not only just be like, I want to do this, but like, okay, how am I planning on getting this? Like if I want to save this amount of money, like, okay, that's great to say that I want to do this, but how can I actually do that? You know, like what are the steps to take? What are the things I need to do every week, every month, every quarter type of thing to get there? Delicious. I'm gonna grab my computer and see what's obsessed, because I'm just curious about it. I'm not trying to be like AI brain. You know, there's like brain rot, but like I don't want to be the AI version of brain rot. But I do think that AI is so interesting, and I've been trying to really integrate it into my life in ways that could really benefit me and be helpful, and not like kind of cutting corners, but like having it benefit me in different ways, you know? Okay, I just did my makeup. This is what it looks like. Finally using that new Mario Makeup by Mario foundation, the new bottle, and I feel like I'm wearing so much more makeup. I also been trying the Hourglass concealer, but I feel like it always looks like really crusty under my eyes and creases, so I don't really know. I'm gonna kind of test it out. Maybe I need to use less, maybe I need to like play around with it a little bit more, but the 2 times I've used it has been really crusty and creasy under my eyes. Don't love that. Okay, so I'm thinking today I'm going to a little holiday pop-up bar. Like I said, these jeans, it's not fancy by any means. These are also wrinkled, but these are from Levi's. This is like one of my favorite go-to outfits, if I'm being honest. And I was thinking of wearing, I haven't worn this leather jacket in a really long time. It's from Amazon. It is literally one of my favorites. I think it's so cute. Like this leather jacket is the outfit. Like you could wear the most boring, simple base with it, and this jacket will make the outfit. So underneath it, so it's like, it's getting cold, but it's not too cold. I'm thinking of wearing this just like black square neck bodysuit. It's from Abercrombie. Really love it. And I'll probably wear a belt with it, because the jeans are a little bit big on my waist, which I intentionally did because I wanted a more baggy look. I honestly don't mind a baggy on baggy. Like I kind of love like the baggy trend. I'm thinking of doing this belt right here from Amazon, and then doing like some gold jewelry to go with it. And again, the look, the outfit is the jacket. Like that is the jacket. The jacket is the outfit. And then I don't think the boots that I want to wear are in my closet, but I got these boots from Amazon. Shocker, half these things are from Amazon. But they're like pointed toe black booties. I'll show you guys them. Absolutely obsessed with them. I wear them with pretty much every single outfit. I think they look so good with every single thing that I wear. I'm gonna try this on and then I'll show you guys. Okay, so this is the base of the outfit. This is actually my first time wearing these jeans after I washed them. so they're not too loose on me. Do you know how, like, the more you wear jeans, the more they kind of stretch out? So this is like as tight as they get. Fits me pretty well, so I'm like, maybe I don't need the belt, but I think I'm still gonna put it on. I'm also realizing that I really need deodorant because I'm already sweating. I don't know why these jeans, whenever I just like wear them with a black shirt, I feel like a little kid again. Like, I feel like this shade of jean just like reminds me when I was like 3 or 4 years old. Like photos I've seen of me. I have the belt there, and then let's put on the jacket. I'll link the jacket down below if they still sell it. Sometimes they don't sell them anymore, which is always disappointing. This is like a big jacket. It's a big boy. What do we think? It like engulfs me, you know, it really swallows me, but like I kind of like that about it. I also do have option B, which I also need to pick up my friend soon. So I have this jacket, which is a little less big. It still is big. Like, I love an oversized jacket. So people are like, oh, that's too oversized. No, I like the oversized. This one's from Princess Polly. They actually sell a version of this now that I like more. You know, I think I'm gonna wear this. But they sell a version of this now that kind of cinches in here, which I like because it gives you more shape. Even though it's like rounder, it just kind of makes you look a little more slay. So I think I'm gonna wear this. My friends, they know the red jacket. I wear this red jacket everywhere all the time. It's one of my favorite pieces that I own. Just love the color. I feel like red is like my color. So my hair is still like a little damp. I kind of blow dried it a little bit, but it's still a wee bit damp. Okay, I need to head out and get my friend, but I'm gonna just put on deodorant really quickly and then some perfume, and then I'm gonna go head out and get her. Usually what we like to do is one of us will pick the other person up, bring them to one of our places, and then we'll Uber together, and it just kind of like saves an extra Uber. Oh, my deodorant also saves an extra Uber ride, and then you don't show up alone somewhere, because you know sometimes like the Ubers are always like uneven in time. Like someone's Uber will like show up 5 minutes earlier and then you're waiting like alone for a long time. So doing this kind of prevents that. Okay, I'm doing Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf. I'm kind of inhaling it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. So sorry I didn't really vlog that much this week, but hopefully next week will be back to normal. This was just like a very abnormal week for me, but love you guys. Mwah.